Hi everyone, it's K-Red, and welcome to my 2025 Peaceful Patterns Weekly Challenge. By creating a new tile each week, together we can learn something new, but most important, find some peace and calm in the chaos of this world. So, let's get started. This week's video is Cyme. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that the right way. It's C-Y-M-E. It is a original Zentangle pattern. Now, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that this original little shape is one that I do very often in a lot of different patterns, a lot of different ways. But we're going up to a point and then back down. Now that's going to be your base shape that we're going to be working off. It is not perfect. In Zentangles, you don't have to be perfect. We just have to do our best. And now we're going to go ahead and from the base shape move on. I started off doing that in an 8 pin. Just so I like the way it looks, I'm going to go ahead and switch to a number 3 pin so the oars are done just a little bit skinnier. Just like that look. And then we're doing a simple aura all the way around. It's interesting that this is such a basic little shape that I use in pretty much every, not just every Zentangle inspired paper I might do, but really in every mandala or every doodle. Just one of my core shapes. And then once you've done that, you're going to repeat it again. So I'm going to go back to my 8 pin. Once again, this is not required, just the way I like to do things. And when I'm doing it, I'm going to do that same shape. And as I do it, I'm going to keep it somewhat within the height of the petal next to it. Then I'm going to go switch back to my skinnier pin. I'm going to do the aura again, but this time I'm going to do the aura on the inside. Now there's 2 different ways to make this shape. One is from starting at the bottom, going up to the top down. The other is how I'll do these auras, which is from the top down. From the point of the top and then down. Whichever way is most comfortable with you. If you're just starting out, I'd recommend you doing it both ways and seeing what you like. And to be honest, I alternate back and forth between doing them all the different ways multiple times. Now my shape's not exactly centered in the page, but I think it'll be okay. We're going to do just one more row, but this obviously can go on until it fills as much of a page as you would like it to. Then once again, I'm keeping the height somewhat around the height of the petals next to it, previously done. It kind of helped to keep things a little more uniform. If you were doing this on a graph paper, it can turn out super nice because it'll be all the same. But it's nice to be a little more organic as well. Back to the thin pin, and we're going to go and do the aura on the inside. One more time. I was drawing a mandala earlier, and I believe I did this Cyme, I'm going to call it, because it looks a little bit to me like a time with a T, so I'm going to call it Cyme. Or maybe it's Cyme or Cyme, I'm not real sure. Because the blog had been taken down, I can't hear a audio of it. And there it is. It's awful pretty. Now Linda Farmer, the CZT who did the step out on tanglepatterns.com, went in and did a shading. And from what she did is in here, it looks like she almost made just like a little center flame. I'm going to go ahead and add it on mine. Although I'll be honest with you, often when I do this in my patterns, I'm not usually as happy with it, just because of the shape to me can be difficult. You see how it has one that goes in front of the other? I'm going to try to make it, give it a dimensional look. These are really great fillers. It's so fun to do a shape that feels so familiar, and it's just making me beg me to want to doodle and tangle on the inside of that, but I'm going to resist for this peaceful pattern challenge, and that way when I come back and I do this, I have no doubt that I will in my future projects, I can remind myself what it is called. And there we go. Like I said, we can continue and do another row around if we wanted to, but I think that is enough to spark my inspiration in the future. So let's go ahead and do this. And this tangle is Cyme or Cyme. It is a Zentangle original, but the step out is by Linda Farmer, who is a CZT, and it's on tanglepatterns.com. So thank you, Linda, and thank you, Zentangle, for this fun little option. So the next thing that we do is make sure I have it the right side up. Put the card in. Now we have our hole punch. I have my stack of all my previous tiles I have made, and we can add this one right in. So for a quick review, so far we have Cyme, Take 5, Caden, I already forgot the name of it. This is Khaleesi and Braze. And then right here we have Cubine. A little out of order on that one. We also have Cubine. That was a lot of fun to do that one as well. Hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. Come back next week as hopefully your pack of these is continuing to grow and as we move out the year. Be safe. Bye-bye.